So yet another El Clasico happened at the weekend. I can't keep up with how many there have been this season, and we kind of know how the story goes at this point. Barcelona win, of course, and there are complaints about the referee after the match. If I made this video about that, it would basically be a carbon copy of my last El Clasico video, so I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to focus on the man that scored a hat-trick in the match, Kylian Mbappe. Because with all the current talk of the best player in the world right now being about Ousmane Dembele, Rafinha, Pedri, Salah, and Lamine Yamal, I feel like as ridiculous as it sounds, Mbappe's kind of going under the radar here. In this video, I'll be making my case for Kylian Mbappe and why I think he's being underappreciated, including a Cristiano Ronaldo record that he just broke. But before that, to set the scene, we need to understand why people aren't thinking of him as highly by highlighting his past achievements. So for those of you that weren't watching at this time or just need a refresher, Mbappe burst onto the scene as a teenager just like Yamal is doing right now, and was definitely seen as the next big thing. At the age of 18, he scored 4 goals at the World Cup and became the second teenager after Pelé to score in the World Cup final. It's his World Cup statistics that impressed me the most, where he has 12 goals in just 14 matches, an incredible ratio, and he has at least 2 more World Cups to play, so you have to think that he's going to become the record goal scorer. He just needs 4 more goals. Then again, I would have thought the same about Thomas Müller, and look how that turned out. But aside from Mbappe's World Cup achievements, he is the 6th highest scorer in Ligue 1's history, despite only playing 245 games in the league. And he's also PSG's all-time top scorer. And keep in mind that he did all this by the age of 25. And now he's made the move to Real Madrid, and he's been expected to put up Messi and Ronaldo level numbers, being the star man at the biggest club in the world. And what's funny is, by definition, he has put up Ronaldo level numbers, as I will reveal in a moment. But despite that, all throughout this season, the flop talks have been all the rage about Mbappe. At the start of the season, he was underperforming. Still scoring goals, but underperforming. And it didn't help that one of his worst performances was in a 4-0 thrashing at the Bernabeu against Barcelona. For a club like Real Madrid that's used to the best of the best, their patience is pretty thin when it comes to a star not delivering. And the narrative was one that made sense to me. Mbappe isn't an out-and-out striker, which is fair. When he's been at his best for France, he's been playing out on the left, with Thuram, Kolomuani, or Giroud up top. But of course, Real can't let him take over Vini's position, so naturally they put him at striker. And at first, this was looking like a pretty bad decision, and this sentiment was felt by Real Madrid fans and football fans in general for most of the first half of the season. Which is why I'm here to burst that bubble and say that Mbappe's actually been incredible. Now let me take you through some statistics about his debut season here at Real Madrid, including that Ronaldo one that I've been mentioning. So like I said before, Mbappe was expected to put up Ronaldo level numbers since he's been hyped up of that caliber of a player. Well, he's actually put up better numbers. Yeah, right now Mbappe is the top scorer of La Liga with 27 goals, which actually breaks Ronaldo's previous record of 26 goals for the best debut La Liga season for any Real Madrid player. And if we extend that to all competitions, Mbappe is ahead of any other Real player in their debut season as well. He has 39 goals in all competitions, beating the previous record holder, no, not Ronaldo, Chilean striker from the 90s Ivan Zamorano, who had 37 goals. So on paper, he's broken Ronaldo's record. He's having the best debut season for a Real Madrid striker in history, including 3 hat-tricks against top teams like Barcelona, Man City, and the incredible Real Valladolid. So why is he not being lauded as a complete success? Well, I think it's pretty simple. I think the main reason is that his goals this season have been ultimately meaningless. Yes, he scored a hat-trick against Man City in the Champions League, but he couldn't score against Arsenal. Yeah, he scored a hat-trick against Barcelona, but they ultimately ended up losing the game and almost certainly losing La Liga. If his goals actually led to Real Madrid winning trophies this season, I think he'd be seen in a whole different light. And ultimately, it's also because he's already a star with huge expectations on his back. If some random signing from the Gibraltar 2nd Division came through and broke Ronaldo's record, this would be seen as an absolute miracle season. He'd be seen as one of the best players in the world. But since it's Mbappe, being the La Liga top scorer is the bare minimum for him. But what do you think? Has Mbappe been underrated this season? Are the stats misleading? Has he been doing worse than the stats suggest maybe? Let me know of all this in the comments below and subscribe to Footballers for more videos like this one.